Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to AHN Arena at Peters Township High School. Tonight's matchup features the Moon Tigers and your Peters Township Indians. The restrooms are located inside AHN Arena on the first level, just to the right of the arena entrance doors. Concessions are also located on the concourse level, just outside the arena entrance doors. Please note that all drinks inside AHN Arena must have lids. Fans are reminded that spectators must remain in the stands at all times. Spectators are not permitted for 4 levels before, during, or after the match.
Hey fans, welcome to Peters Township. This is our home.
This is your first visit inside AHN Arena. Welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back.
At Peters Township, sportsmanship is an expectation. During all events, please be positive in the stands and welcome to all visitors.
Disrespectful behavior towards any players, coaches, or game officials is not acceptable. And could be grounds for removal from this class.
Remember, you are representing your school and your community.
Thank you for being also fans and enjoy the game.
And now, please rise and gentlemen, remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. Thank you. And now for tonight's starting lineups. For the Moon Tigers, number 4, Shane Johns. Number 6, Logan Anderson Stewart. Number 7, Maercio Sousa. Number 9, Felipe Silva. Number 12, Oliver Enos. Number 15, Alex Weiss. Number 18, Billy Scott. The Tigers are coached by head coach Henry Schwong, assisted by Seth Russell, John Irvine, Anthony Lingus, and Casey Sunday. And now for your Indians of Peters Township, number 2, senior Marcus Biziak. Number 4, junior Zach Myers. Number 8, senior Lucas Tynan. Number 11, junior Alex Klein. Number 13, junior Brody Panzarello. Number 19, senior Ben Doomer. And number 23, junior Andrew Klein. The Indians are coached by head coach Jordan Ray, assisted by Maggie Syverson and Tanush Nemakil. Enjoy the match.
Yeah.
All right, is this mic good? All right. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back, everyone, to another volleyball game. Hughes Township playing Moon Area Tigers. Hughes Township coming off a 3-1 loss versus South Fayette after a very tight race right there. Going back to losing by 2 points, going to extra points like 28-26. Hoping to rebound right here. We got Andrew Klein, Lisa Einen, both Einens actually. Zach Myers, number 11, Alex Klein with the start here. Zach Myers at the serve. Here we go. All right, toss up in the air. Can be blocked. Blocked right there. And no good early point for Pierce Township coming off 1-0. Good start right there. And Zach Myers going back to the line. Pierce Township running Ben Doomer on 19 and 23. Andrew Klein right here. And can't get across the net right there. Second point for Pierce Township. As well as 13, Brody Panzarella. All right, so Zach Myers already a nice streak right here. Little Barrow. Says he's 5'9" on the roster, but take that with a grain of salt. Anyways, can't get that block right there though. As Green Air is going to find the first point of the set, first point of the night, and as they're going to get their first serve of the night to the number 6 of Moon Area. All right, orders being barked out. Here we go. Jump up in the air, and it's going to be passed up high in the air to the number 11, and go across the shot, and it's going to put high in the air as Moon Area is going to set up. All right, the cross right there, but Libero right there as he just bounces on over. And we're just going to throw it on over both sides, just trying to make a toss right there. Andrew Klein with the cross, and it's going to get blocked, but it's going to go out. But no, they're going to say when it's inside, actually. 2-2, all tied up. Moon Area with the serve. Klein thought he got it, but they say went outside. And it's going to go right down the corner. Excellent ball placement right there. Pierce Township reclaiming the lead. And this time the freshman, Ben Einen. Excuse me. Subbing in for Brady Panzarella. Short serve right here as they're going to toss it on up, looking for the spike, but I'm just going to give a slight tap over. And Alex Klein right there for the other Klein. And Klein's going to play the back row. 4-2 Pierce Township. All right, the freshman going to put it on. Up the air and too hard. Went over the blockers of Alex Klein and number 8, Lucas Einen. Although blocked it not matter anyways, 2-2. It going out of bounds, and here we go. Pierce Township trying to get a good lead in this first set. Moon Area looking to respond. Up in the air for Libero is going to set it up right into the bench, but unable to corral it is Pierce Township, and Moon Area with the 5-3. Moon with the serve right here. As Alex Klein taps on over with one hand. All up front right here. Battle in front of the net coming. And to tap over, but right to the left side. And out. Pierce Township 6-3. And their turn to serve. Pierce Township just suffocated them, making them run in the room. Nowhere to go except out of bounds. All right, Andrew Klein. Let's see what he can do. All right, good serve. Cross right there, and it's out. No, he's going to say right in the corner. Great placement by Moon Area. 6-4. Just inches away from being outplaced. A little too far to the right, it's out. A bit too far back, it's out. But just right. On the libero to serve. Short serve right off the net, but Pierce Township right there. And the cross right there. And they're to say Pierce Township. A violation right there. 7-4 Pierce Township. Something we saw last game with Lafayette. 20 points given up on right in the net. All right, with the spinner. There we go. Blocks it right there, but can't get it past the net as it goes straight down. 7-5 Pierce Township, but Moon's going to battle back, cutting the lead to 2. I put up high in the air, behind decline to the 5th, to the 19 right there, and just off his fingertips. And then Doomer, the senior, going to get that point. And right now we're just trading points right here as the 13 Brody fans are all coming in. Short serve right there. All right, here comes the spike right here, and it goes right in back to left corner. Clearly inside, 8-6. Both sides are scoring off their serves. All right, well, they're all making their adjustments. Andrew Klein calling out movements. Doomer. Panzarella taps it on over, ran the donut hole, diving right there, but hits the ref, and 9-6 Pierce Township as they're going to get the kill. Doomer with his first serve of the night. Doomer with a spin serve right there, and off the libero and into the stands. And Pierce Township getting that 4 lead off just the forearm of the defender. All right, high up in the air, Munir trying to set something up. The tap over and right across the number 2, Marcus Biziak. He can't push it up. And 10-7, Pierce Township still the lead, and Moon turning this lead to 3, and it's their turn to serve yet again. There you go, high up. Klein with the spike. Splits the defenders right there. Too fast to handle. 11-7, Pierce Township. Blackmeyer getting his motions ready. Spalham and the serve into the mid guard right there and on the top, and there's a tap over, but he's still in the high in the air, and the right across the chest. Lucas Einen just taking a prisoner right there. What a point. Didn't care who was there, he's just going to get that point no matter what. Take a body with him. 12-7, Pierce on the lead with 5. Zach Myers, great all day, continuing with that greatness, and over too far, and yet again, but he's going to say there's a double touch right I would say, sorry, legal hit right there. And 13-7, Pierce Township. About a similar play right there, but this time the violation incoming. All right, Myers, the motion, trying to bake one up. The 6 to the 12 across, and right there, the 19 Doomer high up in the air, and Alex Klein's right there, and Doomer needs to get on over, which he does, into the back row, onto the front row, and coming Jasper right there. Good save by Andrew Klein, and number 8, Lucas Einen. Again, 14-7 as they double the score, and an early timeout. It's best of 5. Best of 5. Best of 5.
So there's not at least 5. Or put it in. All right, guys.
right, welcome back after that timeout.
Do you want to switch like in between?
Pierce Township 14, Moon 7. Zach Myers still riding his hot streak here. Floor with a floater, and here he goes. Up top. Here we go. Can they block it? They can, but Alex Slime right there just going to push it and bring it in the corner. Shoves it in front and gets it. Pierce Township come out successfully off the timeout. Moon area has the work cut out for them, but plenty of time to come back and fill it off right there. And a rare mistake by Zach Myers, but he's been good all day. You know, we can cut one out for him. So Moon area gonna get back to serve. He's gonna flip it on up. Andrew Klein just getting his hands out there. Let's get over. Doomer on his back and gets it over. Here we go. Justin Frum right there. Andrew Klein yet again right there. Sorry, Alex Klein, excuse me. And here we go. Zach Myers puts it up for 8. 23, Andrew Klein across. They went out and needs to go forward. All right, needs to go across and hits the net and goes over. Point for Moon area. What a shot. Placed perfectly right there. So the men up front couldn't reach it. Too hard hit right there, right to the JV players, and 16-9, Peters Township. And some substitutions coming in. It's the 16, Beninen coming in. Beninen gets to the left side. And tips off right there, but they get it. And the 11 to the 23. And can he get over? Hits the net, right in the donut. What a play by Andrew Klein. Placed that perfectly, just as Moon area did just a bit earlier. Peters Township right now in a comfortable lead in the first set. And blocked right there. And here we go. Gets it on over, just like the fast spike right there. Another spike right there. Ran the donut hole. Zach Myers and Ben Doomer just couldn't handle it. Couldn't react fast enough. Great for there for Zach Myers, but too high on the fingertips and goes behind him. As Boone with the ace. Flips it on up. Fine, and they're going to say right in. Looked like it was going out, but just didn't bounce enough. Right in the line. All right, Moon starting something right here, and then number 12 trying to get their 13th point right here. And here's Township trying to get a kill. Sets it up for Alex Klein, and he's going to put it on up for Einen, and he's going to put it, and they're going to say out of bounds right there. And 13-17. Pierce Township still with the lead, but Moon fouling back, and Moon's bench is fired up right now. Flipped on up, too short. Good call off there by Peters Township. Great comms. Peters Township still up by 5, and they're closing in on this first set win. Spinner by Andrew Klein, and too short right there. Zach Myers puts it on top. Alex to 19 Doomer, off Oliveira's arms and back, and Pierce Township getting back their lead of 5. Just trading shots right now. And number 2, Marcus Biziak, the senior, coming in. Einen, too short right there. Some unforced errors early here for Pierce Township, especially on the serve. Klein, and he just shoves it on over. Alex Klein, and no, they're going to say touch the net. And remember that point, they initially called it on Pierce Township, but his right arm just brushed it as he went on. And so 1916 Moon not going away here as they cut the lead to 3. Unforced error there, 2016 Pierce Township. Good break by them. And subs in as Brady Panzarella is going to get in the game. Going to get out for Ben Einen. Here it comes, and blocked right there, but too hard hit right there. And Moon area still battling. They were down by 5. Now they're down by 3. Time's running out, though. They do have 1 timeout left, but not to interrupt the flow of the players. I think they're going to keep letting them battle it out. And here we go. Short right there, but Andrew Klein right there. Both sides battling out. In the net, Alex Klein can't reach it. And Moon area comes within very close of 2. Not in terrible danger right now for Pierce Township. Still with the lead, but just let just your boys play, I'd say. Klein to Doomer up top. It sits over. Both sides out, and it's get too far. And they're saying it's out. Pierce Township 21, Moon 18. Just 4 points away from taking the set. Great job by Pierce Township right there. They're up front in not a very could have been catastrophic right there. But just a too hard hit by Moon area trying to get the kill, but unfortunately couldn't do that. And too short right there. 19 Doomer frustrated by himself right there. But nonetheless, it's Moon area's turn to serve. All right, that's up top. Einen right there. Both sides setting up. Here we go. Joust in front incoming. And they get it. Gonna be too hard. It would have been out, I think, but they knocked it anyways. Here's Township putting up. What a great point right there. Won the battle in front of the net. Won the joust. Moon area panicked. Just tried to get a hand on it. Ended up probably costing them one. May have even just been in, but definitely been out after that. Zach Myers. Probably the best server all day. Here we go with a short hop and right to the mid blocker. Here we go. Jousting coming and right to the back blocker, back hitters. And the 23 Andrew Klein with the stop and 3 guys right there. None can come up with it. An area not still going away. 22-20, and they have the serve. As Moon area gets closer and closer, the end of the set gets closer. Pierce Township just 3 away from winning this first one. Whoever win this one will be in quite control of the whole game. And this one goes out right there. Unforced error by Moon. And it's going to get it's going to be a serve for Pierce Township as 16 Ben Einen, the freshman, coming in. And there goes the second timeout for Moon. Trying to freeze the center, try to freeze the server right there as Pierce Township's just 2 away from winning this first set and being in control of the game, Moon area. They haven't been totally outmatched so far. I think just some early mistakes by them gave them such a large deficit, but they've been good enough battling back. And it's not over as we still have several more points to go. Pierce Township about battling. See you after this short break.
So how do you know when it's over?
Yeah.
Oh, so the first person 25. That's what I do. So they have to be at least. So like if they get
All right, back in it. Pierce Township trying to close it on out. Here we go. Safe serve right there, up to 6, and Moon's going to try something right here, and it's going to go up back to the 19. Doomer's going to set up to Alex, and the 23. Andrew right there, ran the donut with a dive, and they're going to call, I think he crossed the line right there, or they're saying double touch right there, 24-20. Pierce Township, as they're one away from winning this first set. The 16, Ben Einen, trying to end it here. No timeouts will freeze them. We're just going to keep on playing. Safe serve right again. It goes behind him. The Bear, can he grab it to the bench? And Pierce Township with the first set win. What a set by Pierce Township. Good job by the boys in white. Just mitigated the mistakes, hit their shots, great placement. We'll go up sets 1-0, as we'll see you after this break.
The Peters Township Athletic Department would like to recognize and support our corporate sponsors this year. We've had the following companies for their seasonal support to our athletic department: Allegheny Health Network, Black Bear, GMC, Unit, Varsity, Super, Confluence Financial Partners, Beef Jerky Experience, Impact, Health Partners, CF Bank, Compass Real Estate, Banbury Psychological Center.
Sorry, Joey. But they would have made Joey just do it. But you get a mention. Or what other class?
Yeah, but they're like you could be like, it's not like these. Like you could be like, I went out and
All right. Back at it with Moon area. Little Bear right there, going to put it up, and just a slight tap over, a bit too hard hit. Number 12 reaches on over and just puts it down. And 2 out right there, too hard right there, as it goes out. 1-1, Pierce Township and Moon. Pierce Township up 1-0 in that first set. All right, here we go. They put it on up too high right there, but they're on tap on over. They say touching that right there. And Pierce Township going to get the points. 2-1, and the 16, Ben Einen, going to serve. Off the net, great placement right there, but a good dig by Moon Area, but too hard on the cross, and 3-1 Pierce Township going off with an early start. A good start, excuse me. Just a bit too far on the top side, and going to go out 3-2. And he's going to put it up, the dig right there, but kind of an awkward step right there by Alex Klein to put it to the left side. Moon Area responds quickly, battling back 3-3. Einen, decline, number 8, other Einen, 3-3, or 4-3. Speech Township breaks the tie. And Decline with the serve right there, and he's going to put it onto the bottom side. And it's going to be handled by Moon Area as Pierce Township is going to respond right there. Einen, oh, he whiffs on it. Unfortunate right there, but Moon Area is going to tie it up. Einen, rare mistake by him, but he's just going to laugh it off right there. So, Gobert is going to get his turn to serve. Klein to the 19 Doomer, and it's going to get blocked by Moon. Moon's going to get first lead in a while. Barking orders right there, and it's too far out, and we're going to get Pierce Township with the points. Subs by Pierce Township, 22 coming in. In the back row right there. Moon Area handles it, but it's right by Einen, but he can't handle it again. 6-5. Moon trying to extend their lead. Here they go. Klein right there to the Klein. Puts on 22. Bearglue digs right there by Moon Area. Moon Area going to try to settle it right there, but tipped off the hands. And Alex Klein going to get on over. He can rain the donut, and he puts it in. 6-6. Replay by Alex Klein, just gets the one hand. Just a tiny touch over. Put it right where none of the defenders were, and ties it back up. Alex Klein with the serve. Over the blockers, over everyone. 7-6, Pierce Township as that one goes out. Klein up top. And Pierce Township going to settle it. The 13 up top. He's going to dig it up and down to the net. And right in the donut hole, Township can't grab it. Klein the closest one there, but I'm able to successfully dig it up. 7-7, all tied up with Pierce Township still leading one set to no sets. Klein to Alex. Puts it on top, right over the blockers. 19, Ben Doomer, giving Pierce Township the lead. Doomer with the serve, the dig by Moon. Moon trying to push it on over. Klein with a reach right there, and I'm going to say, I think, double touch right there. And 8-8 all. Typical play by Klein. He just had to push it on up and couldn't do anything about the second touch. Up top, Klein brothers setting it up, and too hard hit right there. Unforced error right there by Anin. All right, back to play. Takes it up right there. The 11, fine, puts it up, across, and off the deflection. 9-9, all tied up, and Libero, Zach Myers coming back into the game. Both teams with timeout, with all their timeouts, but in this tie game, probably won't expect to see anything unless the scoreboard changes a bit too drastically. Which good adjustments by Moon area, keeping it close now. Not letting them get too much of a deficit right there. Just up top, he's going to try to push it on over. Both sides up, can he get it up? And on the second try, Panzarella can't get it on. And it's going to be 4 hits for Pierce Township, and Moon gets the points. Just too close to the net. About maybe a foot further away, they get that over. But Moon area going to try to extend this lead that they got. Libero, Klein, tried to swat at it, but can't get to it. An ace right there. Zach Myers just tried to set it on up, and just a mistake right there. And Moon up by 2. And another ace right there. Moon trying to keep this good streak with the server right there. High up in the air, going to set it up. Line with the cross, and right to up top, high in the air, and Moon Air is going to call it out. And the number 8 is trying to get it on over, and Pierce Township's going to have it, and they're going to go set it on over. Einen, right in the donut, digs up to the bench. Can they get there? And some chairs have flown, but Pierce Township's going to get the points. Cost of 2 chairs. 10-12. Boone still the lead, but Pierce Township's going to get the serve and on the server streak for Moon. All right, Moon trying to respond. Here they go. Joust up front, and it's going to stay outside. Pierce Township cutting the lead to 1. And they tie it back up. Here we go. Moon trying to joust up top, and can they get it? Andrew Klein. That's Klein, excuse me. He couldn't get the hit twice. Good kill by Moon, as they're going to keep their lead at 2, and they're going to get the serve again, as they've been pretty decent on the serve. Find 8, blocked right there, but they're going to say touch the net. Pierce Township 12-13.
Where did you end up? Where did you end up?
Andrew Klein, safe serve right there, gets on over, but it goes behind himself, but they're going to save it right there. It needs to get on over, and it does. Pierce Township is going to get their chance to set up as they get the tiny just push over right there, but not enough to get across. As the 19 Doomer just couldn't put enough force on that. And 12-14, Moon with the lead, and Moon with the serve. Whipped on it right there, 13-14. Pierce Township as it didn't even reach the net. It's all right, well, Moon still has the lead right here, and Pierce Township going to try to climb on back right here. Lucas Einen, the senior, coming on, and he's going putting up high in the air. The serve, here we go. What's at the top? That's inside. Pierce Township ties it back up, 14-all. Einen for that great placement, going to try to continue it. Good slap on there, just a bit out. About a foot away. Certainly aiming small right there. Trying to hit the small parts, and just couldn't hit it. Just the time just inches off. All right, here we go. 23 to the 11 to the 19. Blocked right there. Moon just gets up there, jumps up, just denies them getting past it. 16-14. Moon with the lead. Moon with the serve. Moon trying to close this on out, tie up all the sets. They're down 1 set to no sets. Here they go. Moon with the serve. Apply for Andrew Klein. To Alex Klein. The 19 Doomer up top of the side. To the side. It needs to get over. Can he get over? Can't get over. 15-16. Peters Township. Subs coming in. The 13, Rudy Panzarella coming in. And the 16 of Ben Einen is going to sit on down. And the 11 of Alex Klein going to serve. All right, no serve right there. All right, going to try it again. Gets on and over. Cautious serve right there. Puts on and over, right in the middle. Klein calls it out. 19 Doomer, put it on top. The libero goes behind himself. Can't dive for it. 16-16 all. Pierce Township not going away. Moon not giving up.
She's like, if you find a way, just like, because I don't want to do it. I turned 18 in July, so I'm not even getting in July. Like, I don't know. I was gonna get
Such an awkward set right there. All right, just going behind everyone. He's getting over right there. Just a tap over. Both sides battling. He's getting over. Klein, can he get there? Cannot. He goes Panzarella. He tried to get the one tap over, but to the block. Just a ad hoc unit forming there, and Andrew Klein just wasn't able to reach it. So Moon takes back the lead, 17-16. And we're trying to keep increasing that lead with the serve right there, but it's going to go short to Andrew Klein. Back to Alex Klein. And 19 Doomer trying to get the shot, but right to the Moon area player. All right, try the cross right there off the net, but good bounce there for Pierce Township to take. And block there again, but it's going to go out. Pierce Township, 17-all with Moon. Moon is going to get tied up back again with Peters. They can't seem to take that lead as both sides are trading shots. Peters Township trying to take the lead here with the 19, Ben Doomer. Too hard hit right there. Moon takes back the lead. Just trading shots right there. Both teams holding on to their timeouts. .3 going to put it out. The dig right there. Going to get it on over. It does, but they're going to say it touched the net, and Peters Township going to take back that. Going to take the tie. 18-18 all. Definitely way more competitive first one. First way more competitive set. Not that the first one was competitive, but definitely comparative to the two. Both are just as competitive. As the libero, Zach Myers is going to try to serve it right here. Donnie Hop, and he's going to go up top. And number 6, and he's going to go the cross, and right there, and it's going to go out. And then it's going to say just to the outside. No, they're going to make the switch call after the view. 19-18, Moon. Moon, keep taking the point right there. All right, Moon. Can they get away from it? Libero up top. Alex Klein reaching in. He's getting on over. Doomer can't get it over. Moon finally gets their consecutive points right there after the 4 hits and hitting the net. 20-18. Moon with the lead. Moon with the serve. Moon just 5 points away from tying these sets up. Here's Township. They're still just in this, just as Moon is in this. Duarte right there. Here's Township gets the point. Unfortunate right there. And the 16 of Ben Einen is going to go on in. All right, going up top. All right, Joust in front. Blocked right there. Can it go on over? It can. 23, or sorry, the 8 right there just takes it. And Moon Air is going to set it on up. Here we go again. Can they block it? Can up, but goes high up the air and hits the top. And they're continuing to play it. Just don't think all it's dead right there, but they keep on playing. The 6. Block right there. It's going to keep on playing. Stumbles back right there. Klein needs to go on over. He's going to put it down. They get it in. Cannot. Just right off the corner. 21-19. Moons with the lead. What a great volley right there. And Jordan Ray, Coach Ray is going to call a timeout right there as the team goes down 2. Certainly not playing bad, but he wants to freeze that streak. Hopefully the momentum gamble is going to go gamble on your side this time, because clearly right now, the way it's going, Moon can just easily cruise to the lead right now. So hopefully a streak can happen right there. Need at least 3 points, but 2 points will service. Just keep on playing the way you're playing. I'd say the only thing I would probably say was you would change is just hopefully not give any more enforced errors. Just hit your marks, play calm, play what you need to do. Too many times they try to get the pass and just unable to reach it right there. And then keep what you're doing. Win off the serves, win off the volleys up front. Pierce Township, all they need to do is they see hit their marks and they get it. All right, Moon, 21. Pierce Township, 19. Duhart hit right there. Good serve for Pierce Township as they go still down by 1, but they're going to cut the lead 20-21 as both sides just inching closer to the set win. Andrew Klein with the serve. He's been great all night. To the back row. Here we go. Up front. Joust coming. And Ray switch to the defenders right there in the top left corner. 16 Einen or Andrew Klein couldn't get it. And Moon just 3 points away. Same thing's happening for Peterson. Did not want. Just trading shots right here. All right, the libero. We're going to try to close it on out. Fine Doomer right top. The defenders couldn't get right there. Try to make the dive for it. 21-22. Here's Township with the serve. And they need to get this point right here or else it's going to their room of air is going to run out. All right, with the spin. They call it out. It's going to go on up. And they block it right there. Cancels the defenders. Andrew Klein, the arm out, but unable to reach it. 23-21. Moon just 2 points away. Moon just can't. I think he went off the serve, as a matter of fact. All right, Klein tries to pass on over. Passes it back. Dummer puts on, lays on down. Off the net and down below. Off the tip. And 22-23, Pierce Township. All right, as Brody Panzarella is going to come on in. All right, Alex Klein. Alex Klein with the dig right there by Moon. Moon just trying to get on over with the mistake right there. But they're going to say there's a violation on the net line area. 23-23. Peter Township has tied it up, and Alex Klein can get the lead and take the lead for his team. Remember, folks, it is win by 2. So as we know from last game with South Fayette, they kind of struggled just finishing it out there, giving up those final sets to South Fayette. And here we go. Einen to Klein to the Doomer. To digs right up there, up top. Needs to get on over. The 18 gets on over easily, but it's over. But it's out. 24-23 Pierce Township. 1 point away from going sets 2-0. And timeout. Moon. They're trying to freeze the server. Just 1 point. Pierce Township, although not a guaranteed win with these 2 sets, they certainly are in position and can ride the momentum to the 3rd set win and have plenty of room for error if they can drop that 3rd set. And so Pierce Township just going to try to keep what they're doing. Call up one final play. Moon Area doing the same. Just preach those fundamentals, folks. Panzarella. Einen. Doomer. Klein, and Berglud. All in, all ready to win. All right, time's up. Here we go. Pierce Township, 24, Moon, 23. For the set. All right, digs up right there. Set point right here. Can they get it? Right there, blocked right there. It's going to get it up. Can he get it up? Needs to get on over. Klein, what a play. Moon area, not done yet. We're going to get on over. Alex Klein puts it on up. So set up for Andrew Klein. Here we go. The 19 Doomer. Well, they're going to call, I think, 4 hits right there. They're called double touch. No, Moon going to get back in. We're tied up. Moon bench with the chirp right there. All right, 2 points to win on both sides. Moon hasn't been very successful off the serves. All right, can they win one right here? All right, they're going to set on up. Final adjustments made. Barking orders right here. Here we go. Up top, Klein. Other Klein going to get there. The Doomer going to get it up. I hit that off. Went off them. 25, Pierce Township on to set point 2. All right. 19 Ben Doomer, the senior, the outside hitter. Good put on up, off the net. Off in there. All right, Moon trying to get one final set. Klein. And they're going to say double hit again. Oh, my gosh. 25-25. Moon trying to win off the serve. All right, so basically a similar play right there. Pierce Township gets a double hit again. I didn't see either of them, but refs also say better view than us. So here we go. And they're called that one out. Pierce Township. No need to sweat it right there. All right, the serve specialist, Zach Myers, the libero. Wears that special jersey for a reason. The number 4, trying to bake one up right here. All right, set point number 3. Up top, Moon area. Trying to get on over. Libero right there. Setting it up. Here we go. The cross right there. Up top. Pierce Township. Second set win. They up 2 sets and nothing. Pierce Township gets away with it. Moon area. Frustrated. It's right there. Right there. Couldn't get it. As we go on to the break. Pierce Township going to close this on out. Moon area. Trying to get comeback of the season. We'll see you next time, folks. All right, back here at AHN Arena on PTCT 7, Pierce Township up 2 sets to no sets. After they just had an impressive 27-25, or impressive. Sorry, had an impressive 27-25 win in that second set. As Libero, number 4, Zach Myers going to get the first serve. I'm Joe Spiegel, alone in the booth, as my buddy Jack Sikowski is down there on the bench, hopefully getting some playing time soon. As Moon is going to get their first point of the night, or first point of the set, sorry, as they go 1-0 up first, and it's their turn to serve. All right, here we go. Up top, the 11 to the 13, jump down. All right, dig back behind her, and it's going to put on up, and we're going to say 4 hits right there as Brody Panzarella was able to, or Brody Panzarella was walked in the matter actually, as I think off that commotion down up front caused a 4th hit to be caused. So here we go. Einen with the serve. It's going to put up top. Moon Area is going to set it up right here. And the just up front right there, but gets passed to the right of the blockers and out of bounds. So 2-1 Pierce Township as they get the early lead right here. Looking to get the sweep. Hopefully didn't jinx it right there. All right, with the serve, here we go. Up top. And the serve right there off the net. I don't think Pierce Township got a hand on that, as Pierce Township's going to get the block right there. Pierce Township going to try to get the serve right there off the side of the libero right there. Goes right to the scorers. And 3-2 Pierce Township. Quite the power on that shot, as Andrew Klein is going to go up and get the serve. High up in the air and out of play right there. 4-2 Pierce Township.
I'm kidding. I'm too lazy.
Klein with the serve, right into the back row, off to the side. Bit of commotion right there. Continues to get on over. It does, and off the blockers of Alex Klein and Einen to the outside. So Moon's going to cut the lead to 1. Pierce Township still 4-3, and Moon will have the serve. Klein up top, and going to go to the right side off the libero. It needs to go up, and it's going to save it right here as the 6 is going to easily put it on over. But that's good enough for Pierce Township to set it on up, as Einen's going to tap it on over right in the donut. 5-3 Pierce Township. Discussion by the judges right here. We'll wait here for the call as Pierce Township still at 4-3. They're up 2 sets to nothing, with as they cruised on in with the first set lead and a very close and had to go to extra points to win the second set. But they're still in the lead right now, 4-3. But this call may change it if they are in disagreement, and they will change it right there. Pierce Township not too happy about that, as we're going to get a 4-4 as Moon ties it back up. All right, here we go. Back in play. Number 11 is going to go to the cross shot, and it's going to get blocked right there. Powerful shot, powerful block. Moon's going to get that lead. Libero with the serve right there. Got a stumble back right there for Pierce Township with the 8 of Einen. Is going to get there and then say hit the antenna. And 6-5 Pierce Township. or 6-4. Moon, as they're going to continue their streak of serves. Moon certainly battling off of that change of call right there. All right, Klein's going to try to just move it on over. And miscommunication right there as the 4 and the 18 both got split right there as they both try to clone each other off. 5-6 Pierce Township as they're going to get the serve off the unforced error. With the spin serve right there. Whoa, what a dig right there. Can they save it? They can. Oh, close right there, but crisis averted as the 19 Doomer is going to go off the blockers and down, and Pierce Township ties it up back to all 6, tied up at 6. Here we go, the dig right there, and up top. Here we go, can they block it right there? They got their hands on it, but to the side, and Moon's going to get back their lead, 7-6. Moon's going to put it on the serve up and up to the 11, back over, and off to the side, but Moon's going to save it right there to prevent the tip. And just a bounce on over, it goes back, and they save it. 23, both sides right there. This might get a 4th call, and they are going to call that. All right, 4 hits right there. Or sorry, they're going to call a double hit, actually. Probably could have been both. All right, as Moon's going to go up 8-6. Too short right there as Pierce Township's going to put that lead to 1, and some subs are going to come in as Brady Panzarella is going to come in from Pierce Township. Is going to sub in for the 16, Ben Einen. The dig right there, and the chop over. This has been too far, but they're going to say he touched the net. Oh, would have been a wonderful play by Pierce Township, but just the wrist of the hand touching the net, causing the foul. 9-7, Moon still in the lead. Moon trying to start something right here. Up top of her. Klein, can you save it? You cannot. 8-CE, ace right there. As the Moon bench calls it out. All right, orders being barked out right here. Moon going to try to start the serve. Short right there. Nice dig right there, but too far back, so can't really do too much damage right there. The joust up front, high up in the air, off the second time off the roof the second time, and Andrew's going to get it off. All right, so here we go. Trying to start off in front of the net. It's going to get the bounce on over, but Brady Panzarella, it was Bear Glued, was shoving it a tiny bit too early and couldn't react to the ball. And a good timeout right there by Pierce Township as the lead starting to slip away as they're down by 4, not to their own fault as some again losing a point by the inch. So 11-7, Moon still in the lead, and Pierce Township looking to rebound. They're up sets 2-0, and Boone with no sets trying to get that first set, trying to keep going this rally going. She was I had her. I actually don't tell her this, but I actually put a tip on.
Of her?
Yeah.
Would you what?
I bet she gets the money.
Oh my god, you're not your own sister.
I'll put her out.
It's in the house.
Number 18 is going to serve it on up to Aaron Klein, and gone over to not close enough right there. And it's pay off the blockers of Pierce Township, and Pierce Township going to cut with a good start off the timeout. See if it's a good decision by Coach Ray. Down by 3, not too much, very doable right there. As the 19 is going to put it on up with the spin serve right there, and he's going to put off the libero as he can't take that one up. 9-11. Peters Township climbing on back. All right, puts it on up. And Moon's going to try to set up off the blockers right there, tipped. And Alex Klein's going to get it on over. Or, sorry, he's going to put to Southern Klein of Andrew. And 10-11. The brother-brother connection right there.
It's worse Thursday.
19 high up in the air. And splits the defenders right there. That's an ACE. Ace, ace, ace. As read off the timeout. Peters Township has already tied it back up. Probably trying to switch the momentum of Peters Township. Down low right there, the 19. Up front, dives by Klein right there to the 8, to the 13. All right, here we go again. Spike right there, up top. Getting it a third time, getting on, but it's going to go on over. And Klein just going to go push it on over from his brother. And up front the net, blocked right there, and it's going to get on over. Here we go, second time. Einen right there to the 11, to the 23 with the cross. Just going, he's going to tap it on over the net. There to go, tap on over by the 13, Brody Panzarello. Peters Township takes back that lead, 12-11.
Go PT! Let's go. Big comeback here. I feel like I could be an announcer if you like. Do I have to take a class for it?
Sports production.
Oh, maybe. Okay. It's okay.
All right, here we go. Up top.
Be an announcer.
6. He's going to throw it on over. And the 19. All right. Brody Panzarello trying to get second point. The day he does. And they let him know it. It was 7-11. And a 6-point run by Peters Township is going to put them up by 2. And timeout by Moon.
But like, bro, who watches these? They go way too deep. Like, like, why do we need a camera and everything?
All right, back into it. Peters Township 13, Moon 11. Peters Township on a 7-0 run right now, and they're going to try and keep going that. Server has been frozen right now, but can he continue it? Spin serve right there, too low up there. And they angled him out right there, 13-12. Moon pulling off a great timeout right there.
What is your guys' senior games? I need to finish writing my speech. I was thinking about like I started.
Fine, passes it back to the other Klein, ran the donut right there. 5 guys right there, and it's all bounced on over, and Moon's going to tie it back up.
I like looking at one right one and just vomit like Carson did.
Dig right there by Peters Township. All right, going to try to get on over. Klein with the cross, and it's going high up in the air. And he's good on, they're not going to get on over, but so Peters Township couldn't get that point as it goes out. 14-13. So early momentum for Moon has stalled out quite a bit, but maybe that's just an outlier right there. as the libero is going to get his turn to serve. So the antenna right there, and 15-13 Pierce Township now. So he was a bit too far outside.
Like 10 more. Like, we literally need
Off the net, good serve right there, but in air right there. And up top, as the 19, not the 19, as Klein's going to get on over. The 6, back it on up, 23 to 11. Cross shot by Andrew, and it's going to go down low, 16-13, Pierce Township. You're up top, and off the block's going up, and Larry's going to set it on for Buddy Panzarella, but Munir is right there, and after a miscommunication right there, bit of a wild storm right there. Klein to 8, and he's going to spike it. Whoa, hard shot right there. Einen taking. No prisoners, 17-13, Peaches Township.
Should I He's like asking me, like, I don't remember like, I agree.
Short serve right there as Moon's going to get back in just 17-14. And short throw in a response. Insert serve in response. 18-14 Pierce Township. Up top right there, and they say down inside over the blockers, but just underneath enough, so Pierce Township is going to get their lead cut to 3 with Moon going in to get the serve.
I know, but they definitely like aren't gonna know about your dinner. I think Maddie
Point 2, Alex Klein's going to try to push on over. Moon right there in the middle. They block it right there, they can, and they're going to say Pierce Township's going to get the point right there, as it's going to be 4 hits by, 4 hits by Moon. Up in the air, it's going to left side. Can they save it? They will, and they're going to get the point 2. Great save by Moon after the high up in the air, retrieved by the judge's bench.
It's the fact that the coaches are allowing
Libero, short serve. Here's time to 20. They're getting ready to close this one out as the 22. Bear Glue is going to come in. He's a freshman. Stands at 6'3". Don't know if I trust that, but, you know, is what it says. It says what it says. Excuse me. Just going to get on out and up top. And just not at the judge while he's flying everywhere. And I couldn't dig it up, so Moon's going to keep that lead within 3.
We should like boom them when they lose.
Andrew Klein high up there for Alex. Gonna try to put on over. Digs right there. Body's flying all over the place. He's good on over. It does. Miscommunication right there to the bench. Can they save it? He's going over. Oh, what a save by Peters Township. As they're going to get back position. Alex Klein opting for the bench. Blocked right there. It's going to go outside. Would have been a great play by Moon or by Pierce Township, but Moon's going to get the point as they go at the lead at 2, and they're served yet again. Pierce Township just 5 points away to Moon's 7 points away. from winning the set. All right, Klein going to set it on up. 19 Doomer is going to get a short throw out there up to the front side. And here we go. Trying to spike it right there. Blocked by Pierce Township. Gets inside. 21-18. Fair Blue 22. It's the 21 points for Peters Township. Alex Klein takes his breaths, as he does often. It's a serve. Short serve right there. Kind of awkwardly bounced right there. He's get on over. Does. The 11 is going to spike right there, but too hard hit right there. It was 19 Doomer. Couldn't really hit it. 21-19. Peters Township still with the lead, but Moon still not out of it. Both teams still with one timeout left. Might be seeing it as it comes up closer. 22-19. Peters Township off the short throw. As the coaches are going to keep pondering whether to use that final timeout. So they hope to not go home with a 10 up in their back pocket. Doomer with the serve up top and high in the air, and for Moon to set it up and up top and gonna get on over. We'll get over up top overwhere, and there's an awkward bounce between the Kleins, and 20 points for Moon, 22 for Pierce Township, and Moon's gonna come on in as Moon's gonna take some serves. Fine, and he hits it too hard off the cross, and 23-20 or 22-21. Moon gets in within one. Oh, no one said it's going to be easy.
No, that's right. No one said it's gonna be easy.
Fine with the block right there. Fine, going to set it up. Einen, fine again. He's going to tap it on over, in the donut. Does they save it? Digs it up. But back row for Pierce Township is going to save it. Fine to the Einen. And another one. Just shoving it on over. And it's going to slow it down for Moon area. They're going to try to get the spike right there, but it's going to be blocked. Pierce Township 23-21. 2 points away from winning it all. Zach Myers is going to come back in to the game. Greg Blue is going to sub out. Some awkward high fives right there. And probably one of their best server is going to try to close it on out. All right, digs on both sides right there. Klein going to put it on over off the tip. 19 going to put it on up, and Alex to Einen to the back row. Both sides, bodies flying. They block right there, and they're saying it went out. Peters Township 24-21. Match point. 2 sets to no sets, and
Go PT!
timeout by Moon. All right, so we're gonna have to wait a little longer. So don't hold your breath. 24-21. Peters Township up. 1 point away of winning this all. Moon still not out of it. All it takes them a pretty good run here just to close it on out, and we get another good couple minutes of volleyball onto a fourth set. Peters Township hoping that doesn't happen. I think you have confidence in your Zach Myers right there. Probably been great all night. Confident in serves. Peters Township does have some room to spare. They can give up 2 points and still get 1 more point and still win the game. So hopefully Peters Township can win it all. Boone going to try to hopefully we went to switches. So one last play that Coach Ray hopefully has drawn up can work. Peters Township trying to find their first win of the season right now. They do play Central Catholic on Thursday tomorrow at the same time, so we'll hope to see you there, folks. And so here we go. 4 hits right there. Pierce Township closes it out 25-21 with the sweep. 3 sets to no sets. As the boys who play go home happy, go home smiling. We're gonna shake hands. 3 sets to nothing. I'm Joey Strigel signing off at PTCT 7.
Yes, Joey.